Good morning. It is Thursday morning. Just showing you this beautiful tree. I've always loved these waterfall trees, whatever their name is. I love them. I am out for my 2-mile walk, and I had to take a different path because my little friend, Mr. Jack, the dog, was out this morning, and he likes to bark at me. I remember a long time ago he would come and walk with me, and that was kind of fun. But now he just barks at me and nips at my heels, and I don't really enjoy that. So I am going to walk a different path. This is about a block away from where I live, and it's beautiful. I'm starting to see some new colors. It is October the 16th. Tomorrow is my sister's birthday, so I'm gonna get out later and see if I can find another birthday gift for her, because I have been lax in finding something for her. You can probably hear the train in the background. And it is a beautiful morning. It's about 58 degrees. It's a little chilly, so I am wrapped up. Hood on, the whole business. No makeup yet. I'm gonna go home, get ready, and start my day. So, a little update on the vertigo situation. It is still here. Not severe vertigo, but I'm still dizzy and very uncomfortable at night. My head feels very heavy. So my husband made an appointment for me down here at the clinic again, and I'm gonna go see what a different doctor says about it. I'm still taking the bioflavonoids. They may be helping, I don't know, but I need for this to be gone so that I can get back to my life, because I'm busy. All right, Saturday is our event. We're going to go about an hour and 30 minutes, about an hour and a half away, and do a craft show in a new venue. And I will bring you along as much as I can. So, as soon as I get home, I'm going to get ready and get out and look for that gift and finish up my scarf necklaces. As of right now, the count is 44. I think that's enough, and I'm hoping that they will do well. I have some necklaces that have a single charm. They are $25. And then I have other, and these are the scarf necklaces that have multiple charms, and I'm asking $35 for those. So we'll see how that goes. Plus all my other jewelry that I have worked on for the past year, that will be for sale as well. There will be a few velvet pumpkins, snowmen, hand-painted bags. Let's see, what else? Oh, Suzanne is selling her journals / sketchbooks that she has designed with these really cute stickers. And so she's selling those for $10. And I hope that she will sell every one of them. It'll be nice. All right, let me finish this walk and on with the day. Pretty homes along here. There's a little bit of color starting to come out, but not enough to really be what I would call autumn colors. But beautiful homes. Well, there's a little Halloween decorating going on around some of the neighborhoods. Some welcoming little ghosts. Getting ready for showing. Signs of autumn. I think this is just kind of a pretty area across the street. Grass is a really pretty color. And way off in the distance, we got some clouds going on. Yes, the vast, vast plains of the Panhandle. See, there's been this old train car out in the field. I don't know what they use it for. I don't know if it's for storage or what, but it's kind of... First tree out in front of our house is the one that changes color first and loses its leaves first. And it does have some yellow leaves. We've had quite a few leaves falling already. But the temperatures have been in the 80s, upper 70s, so it hasn't been real bad yet. And I have a few lingering buds on the rose bushes and on my geraniums. I'm going to go over here and pull off this one little piece that's hanging up. I am such a... everything's got to be even. I like for my bushes to be straight across even, which they're not too great right now. I haven't been outside in about, oh man, well over a month. So I just do a little picking here and there to try to keep everything up and going. Oh, there's a monarch. Yeah, I love them so much. Anyway, the backyard is full of monarchs. But as you can see, we have lots of leaves. It's all starting. Makes me kind of sad. I like autumn, but oh my goodness, our trees, we have so many that it just kind of makes a big mess. That tree always comes alive with beautiful reds this time of year. All right, my walk is finished. That was nice. I walked a little over 2 miles today, but that's okay. Sorry about the wind. It's always windy here. I've shown my front porch many times. Nothing special, nothing super decorative. I'm pretty minimal outside with my decorations. But at least we got a little bit of autumn going on. All right, let's go get ready for this day. Necklaces I need to go take photos of, so as soon as I get ready, I'm going to get those taken. These are new ones. And then over here on the table, I have everything. I'm looking at them, final look, see if there's anything I want to add to them. Most of them are pretty much ready to go. And I've had these at the end of my videos each time I have a video, so let me turn the light on. You have seen them. If you've watched my videos, you've probably seen them and you're probably sick of them. Sorry. But anyway, I really enjoyed making them. I don't know how popular the scarf necklaces are in other parts of the country, but many of the boutiques around here are selling them. And so I'm hoping that they will go over, and I would love to make some custom ones, you know, for people that just want something special. And then there were a couple that I pulled that I want to add a little bit to them. I'm not real happy with the way they look. I need to add a little bit more, so those two I'm going to add a little more. I have about, looks like 3 or 4 more that I'm working on, and then I think I'm going to call it a time and stop, because I probably need to pull this table down and take it with me, depending on how much room we have, but at least I would have it if I needed it. Tuesday, I cleaned and vacuumed my house. It's not that I don't clean it and vacuum it all the time. I'm Swiffering on like Mondays and Fridays or Tuesdays and Fridays. But I haven't done just a real good mopping, vacuuming with my other Dyson. I have the little one that I do little things with, but I've been so happy to have my floor polished again. the floor mopped, all the carpets vacuumed, and I had dusted a couple of weeks ago. And I know I probably need to dust again already, but I think I'm gonna wait. All right, one of the things that I picked up at one of the estate sales was this little table. And my husband bought a trimmer, so his book is out here. He's probably been reading it. But anyway, this little table, and I think I showed that this is the one that I purchased. I got it all cleaned up and polished, and my husband came in and said, "Oh, you changed." He doesn't really care, but he did say, "What did you do with the other one?" Because I know he kind of has a fit when I make big changes, but I kind of like it. It's different. It goes more with the floor and the other tables that I have thrifted. Now that one came from my mother-in-law. She gave me that many, many, many years ago. But this one I've thrifted, and that's where one of my Christmas trees go. And then this one over here where the pumpkin is, I thrifted a long time ago, and that's where the snowman Christmas tree goes. And then I thrifted this tea cart. So I wanted to kind of keep the same woods. I bet if you walked around the house, we have about 25 different kinds of wood in this home. From what the builders did to changes that people have made over the years. We haven't made any interior changes as far as wood, but you know, I painted the house back in 2000. Let's see, let me think. 2020. And I could not do this room. I had it painted because the ceilings are so tall. But everywhere else in the house, I painted myself, even the interior of the closets, the ceilings of the closets, everything, all of the walls. But I did not remove wallpaper. I'm just going to stick with it. But anyway, I feel so much better having everything cleaned and ready for the new season. Okay, so this is what I did with the old table so that my husband wouldn't freak out. He doesn't like for me to throw anything away. So it's in here with his table. Used to be where he worked with the computer. That computer no longer works. Why we still have it, I don't know. And there's the bunglesome tower that goes with it. Why they're still here. And hey, y'all, he even has a monitor, another monitor, just exactly like this one in his closet, still there, because he was afraid a long time ago that his would go out and he'd have another one. And this is his mess. He stores his Coke Zeros and Gatorade in here, which is, this started this summer. And I don't know why. I don't know why I allowed it to start happening, but here we are. Some things you just kind of have to close your eyes and move on. So anyway, this is where I put that table that was in the living room. It's not exactly the same color as these, but it will have good storage. It is not empty. It has a side pocket over here where I put my jewelry books. And then I took everything out of this. So this will be lots of storage for something. And then the lamps that I keep buying, which I need to stop, I put one of those here. Actually, this one my sister got for me. But anyway, yeah. And then my Poshmark corner is still over here. And the boxes that I keep for my Poshmark are back here behind this cabinet, along with various other things. Tacky, awful, drives me nuts, but I don't have any place else to store them. But when you come in this room, you don't see it because this cabinet is tall and, you know, it covers everything up. But yes, it drives me insane to have stuff back there. And then this is where I keep my jewelry. That's my husband's stuff up here. That's my husband's stuff down here. But I get this section right here for all of my jewelry when I put it up from this table, which I will be doing probably tomorrow. So anyway, that is some of the updates and what I got at the estate sale. Not sure what kind of bird this is, but it is absolutely beautiful. Something with a red head. Love it. So pretty. I'm not sure what that is. Hello everyone. It is Friday afternoon, about 5 o'clock, and I am waiting for Suzanne to get home. She is going to bring us the famous El Camino Mexican restaurant food that she passes through when she is traveling this way. So we are going to have a wonderful meal. I'm so excited. So tomorrow is our big day to go to the silos in Happy, Texas. We're going to try selling our things. And I have the car packed. It's all ready to go. I did that this morning after I went to the doctor, and we will leave probably around 6:15 because I'm supposed to be there about 7:30. They wanted people to kind of not all get there at the same time. It actually opens at 10, but they said the door was small to the opening where you take your things. So they said you could come at 7, 7:30, or 8. So I chose 7:30, so that's when we will be going. And I hope it will be great. I really missed going to the running water draw this year, but my sister went today. That's in the town where my daughter lives, and she said it was not, people were not buying. So maybe it's best that I didn't go there. That it would have been my 3rd year in a row, and I thought, well, I've been there twice. Maybe I need to try something different. So that's what we're going to do. All right, a little update about the dizziness and vertigo. I went to the clinic here in our town, and I saw a different doctor. She's actually the main doctor that handles the clinic, but she is in charge of nursing at a university that's where we used to live, and so she's very busy and usually isn't there. But I got to talk to her today, and I wrote her a 3-page note taking that I had done of what was going on with me when it started, what I've been feeling and doing and everything. And I told her, you can look at me and you don't see anything wrong. I'm just blowing and going. I'm just, I don't stop. I'm not going to let that get me down, but at the same time, it's a little debilitating, as you might know, with any condition. It's not a disease. It's not a, they call it a condition. So we're going to try to get to the bottom of it. She did a lot of blood work. A lot, and samples of various things, as you can probably imagine. And she does want to do an MRI because my head has felt weird, like it's a balloon that's about to burst, but not so bad that I can't stand it, of course. And when it has hurt a little bit, I've taken Motrin, but I try not to take painkillers that much because I don't want to get hooked on those either, but as far as the bioflavonoids, I asked her about those, and she said, well, if you think it helps, go ahead and take it, but probably it's just not. Oh my gosh, I'm watching a monarch. I'm sorry. They are just, came right to me. Anyway, there's not a cure, but I guess it's a management type thing. And she gave me exercises to do, and I have an event to go to next weekend. My sister has invited me to go to a concert in Dallas, and I would love to go, but I don't want to be a pain for them. But my sister has an issue that she's dealing with right now too, so she said, it ain't going to be any worse than what I'm dealing with, so I would like for you to go with me for company, if anything else, and maybe to help her drive. And y'all are probably going, you're dizzy and you're driving? No, y'all, when I drive, there is nothing. I feel nothing. When I'm working at my art desk and doing jewelry and all that, I don't feel anything. When I feel something is when I wash my hair, which I'm one of those crazy people that I can't do it in the shower. I have to bend over, put my head over in the bathtub under the faucet, which is really a strange position. But I've done that ever since I was in high school. And, old habits never die. So that's when I feel it probably the most, because it's not the going over necessarily, but it's the coming back up. When I stand back up, that's when I start to feel dizzy. And then drying my hair has been kind of an episode, because, you move your head in various directions and you're, moving it in different positions to get it dried, or I am, and it makes me a little woozy. So if I can sort of avoid those situations, I really do pretty good. I still feel funny, and she checked my ears really good, and she says, I do this thing, and Suzanne does it too, where if I'm talking a whole lot, like continuous talking, and I'm really busy and going places and doing things, my ear will stop up, and one ear, and I can hear myself talking inside my head. I mean, it's almost like I have pushed my ear closed, and that's what I'm hearing. It'll last several hours, and then it just goes away, and you can hear again. So if you want to know what I'm experiencing, put your finger over your little indent thing right here that closes your ear. That's what I hear inside my head at times. But it only happens when I'm super, super talking, or really, really busy and active and kind of stressed or something. That's when it happens. So, good grief. Can there be one more thing? And then on top of all that, there was a little place on my waist, and I said, I want you to look at this. I said, I don't want to be one of those, oh my gosh, you're over 60 and you're complaining about everything under the sun. You know how older people kind of do, to have to tell you all their aches and pains. Anyway, which is what I'm doing to y'all right now. I'm sorry. I guess it's a spider bite. So she said, keep a look on it. It was really red, about quarter-sized red, and it had a center with a little white spot, which my sister scared me because she was bitten by a recluse spider many, many years ago, and she said that's what it looked like. But the little pocket sort of burst several days ago, and it has since diminished in color. It's just sore in that little spot. And anyway, the doctor said, yeah, I think you have a spider bite. I said, how on earth would a spider get on my waist when I'm always wearing clothes? I mean, it's right at your waist where your pants hit, which rubs, so therefore I have to keep a Band-Aid on it to keep it from hurting. Y'all, I am just overloaded with all these things that keep happening, and I'm done. I need a break. I need a break. I don't need anything else to happen, or to worry. I don't want anything else to happen to my family. My husband has been having some concerns with, he has a blood disorder where his blood is too thin, and he has to take warfarin to keep blood clots from happening. And that's always really scary too, because we have to watch his diet as far as foods that contain vitamin K. So, he's got that going on, and then I have my thing going on, plus other things, and then Suzanne has things going on, and my sister has things going on. It's just, is anybody else like that out there? Are y'all having any issues that just seem to keep piling up one on top of the other? I hope not. I hope nobody is doing what we are doing. Anyway, I will be anxious to hear about the blood work, and I'm not really excited about having an MRI, but we'll do what we have to do to get to the bottom of this. Am I better? Yes, I am better, but it's still there. That's all I can say is I'm better as long as I don't do certain things. And of course, that limits you as to how you can function, which is not a whole lot of fun. But anyway, so I am sitting outside. I am watching the monarchs. There was a beautiful bird that I don't know what it is. I'll pop a picture in and show you what picture I took, and I have a little video of it too. And Oreo was really looking after it, and I went and scared it away because I didn't want her to get that bird. But anyway, she's been out here, and we've just been sitting. Now she's on the roof. And my other little cat friend, we have another friend. Have I told y'all about the other little friend? I call him Dusty. He is huge. He is kind of an ugly gray mixture with the tiger-looking coat as well. My husband likes him and feels sorry for him and leaves him food. I'm not real crazy about having him around, but it's okay. If he wants to come and be friendly at some point, we'll see what we can do. But there you go, feeding another animal. But John, as my husband says, a little animal has concerns too, and I feel sorry for him. I said, okay, well then you just go right ahead and feed him, and we'll deal with it. So anyway, as soon as Suzanne gets home, I'll try to do a little filming of that, show you our food. We're going to go to bed early tonight, get up in the morning, and then we'll try to bring you along as much as possible for what happens tomorrow. It's pretty busy at the beginning setting things up, so I probably cannot film a lot of that, but we'll do as much as we can. So exciting times coming up, and issues to have resolved and pray over, and then it's just fun sitting out here watching the wildlife. We've got a squirrel on our fence. I don't know if I can get a picture of him or not. I might try, but anyway, and there are wasps everywhere, and I'm sitting very cautiously. They do this also this time of year. It's almost like the flies. They're getting in their last zooming business, and then they are gone. But yeah, we're having a little wasp session out here as well. So that's what's going on in the wildlife in the backyard of Lora's yard. Yeah. Okay. The new iPhone 17 zooms in really well. So you can see Mr. Squirrel on the top of the fence. I don't know how they go on top of the fence. I don't know how that keeps from hurting their feet. Anyway, he's gone now. What do you have in your mouth? Interesting. This is our meal from the El Camino. It's called the number 6. It has a chili relleno and an enchilada, rice and beans, and salad. And then we like the chili rellenos so much that my husband gets 2 of those. They are just a fantastic meal. And of course it comes with chips and some hot sauce. So thank you, Suzanne, for bringing home the El Camino. We are excited to get started. All right.
I'm tired.
Oh no, we're gonna go to bed early tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I know, you can't see us. It's because it's 6:20 in the morning. She's there, but she can't see her.
Hi.
We are headed off to the craft show, and we're going to stop at Starbucks and get some breakfast. So, wish us luck. Here we go. We're making a little stop. We're going to get the gray egg bites at Starbucks and a pumpkin loaf, and we're just going to share that. So we have a little something before we start unloading things. There's going to be a truck, a food truck there, So we won't go hungry, I don't think, but we needed a little something. And it's almost 7 and still dark. All right, we are here, and I'm having to cover up music because they've got it kind of blasting. But this is our setup for today. I have my scarf necklaces in the front here with my velvet pumpkins. And then on the inside, we've got the pillow covers, my watercolors, my teddy bears that I had from last year and the snowman, my bags that I'm still trying to sell. Suzanne's vintage sketchbooks are all on this table. And then on this table, I have my vintage jewelry in the background. The estate jewelry is back here on both sides. And then in the front, I have my earrings and specialty sets in the boxes on this side. And over here on this side, I have a specialty set. And then on my mannequins, sort of mannequins, I have a scarf necklace and a necklace that I made back here. More velvet pumpkins, estate jewelry there. My book that I've had for several years. Bracelets on the 2 risers. And then a scarf necklace on this. This one is a double scarf necklace, and I put it back here because I have a feeling people are not going to want that because it's doubled. And then my other jewelry, some of this is new. These pieces are new, and these are some of my older pieces that I'm still trying to sell. I've got a little bit of Christmas back here at the back with the velvet pumpkins, and my lariat necklaces. I only have 3 left, and then these are leather necklaces here, and then the other necklaces are all beads. So we will see how it goes. This is the venue. It is called the Silos in Happy. They're going to have a pumpkin carving contest or something going on back here. You can see how long and wide it is. And then on this side, we have everybody who's selling things. There are right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vendors. I think she said there's supposed to be 14. But anyway, this is what's going on. So we will see how it goes. Kind of an interesting setup. But I'm hoping that everything will go well, and I hope that it's well attended. Alright, it is warming up a little bit. This is the parking space for the vendors so far. We have chemical toilets over here. That's the only way to go to the bathroom out in this area. So as I pan around, you're going to see that once again we are in the Panhandle area of Texas, and there is absolutely nothing to see until you get right here. And then we have the silos. This is an old silo that was used back in the day. Sorry about the wind. Yeah, and I guess they have just picked it up to use as a venue. They have had a dueling piano bar thing going on. Unfortunately, they do serve alcohol. I don't think they're going to do it today. You know, we do not drink alcohol, and I'm not for that, but that's my choice. But I do think at their venues, this is country western area. They're going to drink beer. So what do? Anyway, so coming into the barn area, this is the setup. And like I said, it's pretty windy. So this morning it was really cold when we sat up, and it took us, it's now almost 10. So it took us this long to get set up. And this is kind of what they have. The people who set it up made a cute little area. So we have people over here that are selling, magnets, custom magnets with photos. They're selling, makeup, Mary Kay makeup. They're selling permanent makeup. I don't know what that is. And then this looks kind of like a Western type booth where he's a silversmith. He makes spurs and things. This one is a food booth. It's called Shorty's. Has all kinds of goodies. This one has t-shirts, purses, all kinds of different things that they have made. And then here's Personalities, our booth. I do not have a sign. I know I need to get one, but I just don't have one. I am going to cover up that music, so I'm trying to talk loud enough that I can cover it up. Over here on this side we have Cincy's, wreaths, we have shirts, little jewelry. Looks like this one has clothing, children's clothing of all kinds. These are custom shirts that are designed. Those are really cute. I like how they look. They're very cute. And then we have the lady who makes the wonderful food. It is so good. So glad to see y'all here. And then this one is photography. And then this one has all kinds of bags, shirts, goods, necklaces. I like her mirror here so that you can try something on and see how you look. Purses and things like that. And then we're just to a sitting area for people to come and just sit. So it's really a cute setup. I hope that it goes well, and I hope that it's something that we're going to be able to participate in maybe more than once. All I can say is prayers, and hopefully it will go well. So I'm going to go back to Suzanne, and we're going to sit and wait for customers. Okay, I am going to have to cover over the music, but this is the other half of what's going on. Maybe the food truck is out there, I'm not sure, but here's the back side of what's going on, and I'll take all the pictures. I don't see the lady that's in charge of it right now, but anyway, isn't that pretty? So this is the other end of the silo. This is what it looks like outside. So I guess, I don't know where people are going to park. I guess they just park wherever they want to. I don't know. And then coming in on the other side. They're going to serve different types of drinks and some t-shirts. Well, they have silo t-shirts, so that's what they look like. It's the silo t-shirts. And then there's a place where you can get a picture of the silos. That's really pretty. And pumpkin painting. They're going to let the kids paint pumpkins. And I guess this is just another photo opportunity. Carving. This will be the pumpkin carving tables. It's really a cute idea. I hope that they will do well. They have been open, I think, almost a year now. So I hope the things that they decide to do will be really cute.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals that take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
It is now Sunday morning. We did not touch base after the craft show. I would say the craft show was not as successful as the people who ran it hoped it would be. And not for us either. We did, if it had not been for my sister, I would have sold about $83 worth of stuff.
Maybe 10.
Huh?
I was just $10.
Without her?
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't include that, yes, I did make back my $60 booth fee. So, 83 plus 60, whatever that is, I can't even think, 143 plus my sister, what she paid me. She always buys from us, bless her little heart. So, you know, I mean, then you think, okay, you've got $30 of gas, we ate, did I really make anything? I want to say that I'm doing this for fun, and I am, but you do want to make a little money at it. You don't want to just be, oh, this is really fun, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. You know, I would like to say I would like to do that, but you know, the funny thing is that I sold 2 estate pieces that weren't even my jewelry, and really the only jewelry that I sold of mine was 2 pairs of earrings. I don't think any other jewelry, did I?
I don't think so.
My sister bought the scarf necklaces. I did not sell one scarf necklace to these people. I sold a set of pumpkins. I sold a pillow, which was a surprise. Was that all?
I was surprised that we sold pumpkins.
Me too. I was surprised about the pumpkins. And to somebody that I would have never dreamed, that didn't really look like her. But, you know, you kind of can tell what people choose. So was it successful? I'm going to say no. What would you say? It was fun.
It was fun.
Did I feel okay? Not in the morning. I got better. I'm just going to have to deal with this. My doctor gave me some exercises to do, and I've noticed if I'll kind of do them when I feel like I'm getting dizzy, that helps. So we'll play that trick for a while. Did you feel okay yesterday?
Yeah.
She's just tired.
I'm better than I was yesterday.
Really?
I mean, I'm doing worse today than I was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I'm just tired, and I know that I've got a busy week ahead and so much to do and lots of laundry that I need to get caught up on that I'm never going to get caught up on, and it's just, I need time. I need a catch-up day.
Yeah. So anyway, will we do it again? Oh yeah, we're going to do it again in December. So we'll just keep pushing on, and
I got a clean house. And then I'm going to decorate for Christmas. It's just
I'm not going to decorate for Christmas. I seriously may leave up my stuff through Thanksgiving.
I'm not going to get to
I've
enjoy it if I
never
don't.
I've
This is
never
the
done
only
that.
free weekend that I have.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter for me. So I may wait. This will be the first time I haven't decorated before Thanksgiving. I just would like to have some harvest going on than Christmas. I'm not quite ready for Christmas. Not yet. I'm kind of enjoying the autumn. We are leaving. We're going to the city. We're going to eat, and then we will say goodbye to Suzanne. We always do that. My husband drives her car, makes sure everything's okay, fills her up with gas kindly, buys her a Starbucks, and then we say goodbye. And I won't see her next weekend. It'll be the following weekend for Halloween. And she's already ordered chili, so we'll have fun on Halloween.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to get together for that. All right, let's go to the city.
So we chose, or Suzanne, well, actually I chose, didn't I? I chose Cheddar's today because we had free chips and queso, which I will show you in just a second. And it is very delicious.
We are also having chicken tenders with broccoli casserole, baked potato. We had a Caesar salad with their wonderful bread. And here is the chips and queso. We think it's very good.
Really good.
Yes.